Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Abby. In today's video we are going to be unboxing the Jimmy Choo Aveline 100. So I'm actually going to be making this into a bit of a series. I'm going to be unboxing a few different designer shoes that I've got my eye on at the minute. So I was looking for a bit of a treat for doing my masters and continuing to try and work hard during coronavirus, and also just because everybody needs a treat getting through this coronavirus because it's hard. Usually when I would be looking to buy something this expensive, I would typically go into a physical shop and try on all the different things that I like. But obviously I can't do that at the minute, but thanks to free delivery and returns, I can do that from the comfort of my own home. So this is the first one in a series of many unboxings. So if you like designer shoes as much as I like designer shoes, keep your eyes peeled for the rest of them. So I'm just gonna get straight into it because I know this is actually what you all want to see. You're all gagging to see it. I'm not surprised. This is the lovely box that we've got here, the lovely Jimmy Choo box with the ribbon around it. Take that off. We've got the little card there and the shoe bag. You only get one, so you just have to put both of the shoes in one shoe bag, dust bag, whatever. So they come like this in their own little plastic bags. I guess with them being white, you would not want anything else touching them. So that'll be why they're in plastic bags. I'm just gonna get them both out because they're both different, so I can't just show you one. So here they are. Oh my goodness. I can't talk. So here are the gorgeous Jimmy Choo Aveline, I'm not sure how you say it, but something around that. The Aveline 100 in Latte, which is basically just a creamy white, and boy are they gorgeous. As we can see, the design of this shoe is asymmetric. It's different from the left foot to the right foot. As you can see, we've got a kind of butterfly wide bow there on the left shoe, and then we've got a big kind of layered bow on the right foot, and it's just stunning. You can tell just looking at them, they are very wow, and the wow is in the design, it is in the asymmetry. Apart from the bows, these shoes are very simplistic, just classic, but the bows do add the wow factor. What I will say about these shoes is that I don't know if you can fully see this on camera, but the shoe itself, for example, the fabric of the heel, the strap, the toe pad is like a white ivory colour. However, the bow is still a whitey ivory colour, but if you can see in the middle of the shoe here, it's kind of yellowy cream, and I think that is because the fabric is obviously, to make all these layers, it's been wound around each other, so in that it has kind of deepened and darkened the colour of the white, which it doesn't ruin the shoe, but I don't know, I kind of feel like it would look better if that bit was more white and more ivory rather than like a yellowy cream, just because I think it potentially looks a bit weathered. I don't know, don't get me wrong, they're absolutely stunning. I'm just being picky. I'm being picky here because I'm gonna have to be picky, otherwise I will end up picking all of the shoes to keep, and I can't do that. But I'm just picking out certain bits that have caught my eye. The actual fabric of the shoe itself is kind of like, it almost looks like ribbed. It's not ribbed, it's just like the fabric of it is like lined. if you know what I mean. It's very soft and delicate, which is nice. But on the strap, although you might be wary of this strap being so thin and dainty, what I do love about them is that they have on the strap, they have like a reinforcement fabric. I don't know if it's leather, it probably is leather, so that they haven't just punched holes straight in the fabric of the strap. They have reinforced those holes so that when you are walking in the shoe, when you're putting on the shoe, when you're punching through the holes, you don't rip the ankle strap, and that it's just a bit more sturdy than if it was just this strap. Comfort wise, what I will say is that the ankle strap is so dainty and gorgeous. However, on my feet, I have got the strap on the final hole. It's the last hole available on the strap, and I don't particularly think that I have wide ankles. I don't think I've got thick ankles, and my ankle is already on the last hole. So with that, there isn't much room for me to move, and it's not as if I can just move it to the next hole because there isn't a next hole. So when I'm walking in them, I do feel as though I can feel a bit of a tug every time and a bit of a press every time my ankle moves. So it feels as though my ankle movement is a bit restricted in them because the strap is so dainty, and I'm just worried that, gosh, if I moved my ankle just that bit too far, would it snap off? That gives me the fear. So that's one thing, is that the ankle strap, although it is very sturdy, and I don't think it would snap at all, just in your head when you're walking, you constantly have a reminder that, well, in my case anyway, that you've got a pretty tight ankle strap on here. Just be wary of how much you're walking. Like, you wouldn't be able to be running around doing loads of ankle rolls or anything like that. Not that you would be anyway, but it's just something to think about when you've got them on, that you are reminded when you've got them on, when you're walking, that there is a bit of pressure there on the ankle. When you're stood, you can't feel it at all. It's comfortable, it's great, but when you're walking, it's just there, if you get me. As an actual shoe, I don't think that they're actually too bad. Comfort wise, the heel of them is not too high. I don't think it's not ridiculous. It is high, like it's a high heel, but it's not ridiculously high. But of course, with a heel so high and then not being a platform, they aren't going to be the most comfortable high heels that you've got in your life. There's no platform. Your foot is just going straight up. For me, they're not the most comfortable, but they're not massively uncomfortable. What I do feel is that on the balls of your feet, particularly like the ball where your big toe is, if you know what I mean, that bit, I do feel a bit of pressure when I'm walking on them, but you probably get that with a lot of shoes. But that's just something that I feel when I'm walking on them. Not that it's like massively uncomfortable, because wearing heels, you are going to get pressure on the balls of your feet. That's just something that I picked up when I tried them on, because you've just got to be as critical as possible when you're trying designer shoes on, because you are paying a premium price. So you have to be very, very critical, because they look absolutely stunning. They look gorgeous, so you just have to be picky. And finally, something that I also picked up on with these was that I don't know whether it's because of the way that they've been packaged, the way that they've been sat in the box, but particularly with this left foot, I don't know if you can see there, but this part of the bow is curling upwards, this part of the bow is curling downwards. I don't know whether that is like that on every single version of these shoes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's just the way that these have been packaged. But if you can see, that bow goes further down than the sole of the shoe. So when I was walking around in them, just feeling how they felt, what I did notice was this was dragging on the floor when I was walking, and the last thing you want is a pair of these white shoes dragging on the dirty floor. No, you don't want your shoes dragging on the floor. You just don't. And it just catches when you're like lifting your foot up when you're trying to step. And I only had them on for 5 minutes and I already noticed that that was something that was quite annoying. You just wouldn't want that. I don't know whether you could bend them to not do that, but I'm not going to be doing that. And also on this right foot, I don't know if you can see, but this is probably completely intentional, but I'm just picking it out. The bow itself, the sides of the bow are actually asymmetric. That's probably the style that it's supposed to be because they are an asymmetric pair of shoes. But if you can see, the end of the bow is at this front side here, and the end of this side of the bow is at the back. So they do kind of look asymmetric in that respect, because this is at the front, this is at the back, this is getting pushed further out, this is kind of cuddling the foot. But they are, wow, they are gorgeous. And I'm just picking out little tidbits of things that I really like about them, and things which I think could be better or just annoy me, or that I personally don't like about them. But of course, the pros of these shoes outweigh the cons, absolutely, because if you want these shoes for the way that they look, they're gorgeous. And I feel like if you want to get these shoes, definitely try them on your own feet, because your ankles might be skinnier than mine. You might not have the problem with the ankle strap that I have had with them, and they might just suit your feet better in that respect. But the fact that the ankle strap feels a bit tight is just a big thing for me, that despite how beautiful they are, the fact that Hailey Bieber wore these on her wedding day, I have got to be as highly critical as I can and just think about whether these would really be the best for me. I think I would just worry about them either snapping, even though I know that they very likely would not snap. I think it would just have me worrying about how I'm walking, how much my ankle's moving, which you don't need to be doing that when you're wearing your shoes. But overall, they're absolutely gorgeous. I love them. I've loved them ever since I saw them. They are a very wow shoe. Beautiful. So that's the end of the Jimmy Choo Aveline unboxing. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button to see the rest of the shoes that I'm going to be unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!